So you think there should be a complete review of these rules?
Have it relooked at. Correct.
Yeah. I think a lot of people around the country would agree with you, because some of this stuff we know is within the rules, and even then it looks way over the top. Let's get on to energy, and the new system plan came out today, as we foreshadowed last night. It says coal's got to stick around longer. It says there's going to be another $3 billion. It says the net zero plan is going to cost close to $200 billion when you include rooftop solar. But Daniel Westerman, the man who heads up the Australian electricity market, have a listen to what he's got to say. He pins it all on coal.
Australia's coal-fired power stations are old, they're retiring, and the demand needs of Australians are growing. And the best way to meet those needs is through investments in renewable energy, in firming through batteries and pumped hydro, backed up by gas as that ultimate reliability backstop for the grid, and connected in with investments in transmission.
Pauline, it's time we call this stuff out. This is not factual, what these bureaucrats are spinning, trying to pin price increases on a failing coal generators when the whole system is designed to force those coal generators out. And then he pretends that the cheapest solution is renewable energy and batteries and hydro. Has he looked what's happening at Snowy 2.0? It's going to cost $20 billion, and it was supposed to be operating 2 years ago.
Correct, Chris. Look, it's we know the issues there, but this Labor Party and the Prime Minister, and especially Bowen, Chris Bowen, doesn't want to admit that they got it wrong. One Nation has been vindicated because we put out our energy policy last weekend, which was published in the papers across the country. And what the AMIO is saying, they've vindicated what we've said. We have said stick with coal, put in 3 coal-fired power stations, one at Collinsville, one in New South Wales, one in South Australia, put in a nuclear power plant, and coal has to see us through for a lot longer yet. Look at hydro for Hells Gate Dam and North Queensland. We need to look at hydro. We need to have a diversity. The $128 billion this is costing, up another $3 billion in all these transmission lines they're actually putting in. But I tell you what's going to happen. A lot of people are actually going to solar. They're going to put in some batteries as well. So those people who are left getting the power from the grid, their costs are going to go up. So you've got about 130,000 people in Australia who are under energy power stress. That means there are in about 1,400. You've got 45% of businesses under energy stress paying the bills. We've lost 1,400 industries and manufacturing. Tomago might go as well. So all it's done is put our country into poverty, losing industries, manufacturing, cost in the household. For what?
It is a mess.
It's about time these politicians were actually called out and have to be answerable for the decisions that they make, the lies they give to the Australian people. I want to set up an independent board that if they fail in their promises and cost to the country, then they must lose their jobs.
Well, they're failing on their promises when it comes to electricity prices and on their promises to reduce carbon emissions at the moment, so they're failing on both counts. It's an absolute shambles. Thanks for joining us, Pauline.
All right.
Pauline Hanson there, the One Nation leader, joining us from Queensland.